To the situation and she doesn't know the real you.
She ruined a campaign's event. She ruined a tribe event. We spent so much money. And then here we are, where she has got no budget. She's brought us here. I'm just ready to light it up and burn it up. Don't come for somebody you don't know.
This is exciting. I thought she wanted to make up.
Susan is fast becoming annoying. Yes, she's doing too much with this like forming a classy woman and how she's just on and on with this Minne drama. I feel like it's becoming too much. Yes, so I am Lover and this is a J Sweet Lover. And today we're doing the review of the Real Housewives of Nairobi. So before we start, please and please and please subscribe. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please, I'm begging you. Yeah, so let's go into everything we need to discuss about the Real Housewives of Nairobi, like everything. Real Housewives of Nairobi have been an interesting one so far, and this is the episode 5 commentary slash review. I don't know what you call it or what you want to call it, but it is what it is. So stay back as we discuss this. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be doing the review of the Real Housewives of Nairobi episode 5. Yeah, so I feel like Susan is doing too much with this Minne drama and the rest. Like it's long overdue. She just wants this drama. I feel like Susan is actually like she's ready to just, I feel maybe this is the script she wants to play, because I feel it's more than enough, like it's enough. And even Sonal, who was the reason why they had to she and Minnie had to go back and forth and after their issues, she's now cool with Minnie. So why is Susan carrying this thing on her head? So I'll be discussing everything that happened in the Real Housewives of Nairobi episode 5. But before we start, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will really like you to subscribe. For my returning subscribers, I'm very grateful for always coming back to this channel to watch your videos. And for people who are seeing my video for the very first time, the Chase with Soba is just this place where the chase never ends. So subscribe as I will always give you the chase. So let's get started. And most of the cast made it to this event except for Vera. And you know, being a pregnant woman, I've been one thing that I've hindered her from being fully active in most of the events they had. So it is understandable. So they then now this during this event, Minnie and what's her name and Susan had to meet, and this had to still have this issue having to go back and forth with this their drama. I feel Susan is just doing too much with it. She should just let it be. I feel she's older, so she's supposed to even just let it be. Yeah, so that's that. Then for a fashion and I saw comments about how what's the name, how art and whatever she wears on her head are always just so big. Like to an extent they are big. Yeah, so that was that for that. The event actually was a very wonderful one, and Susan. So just for me, the show is now becoming tiring because everything was just around Susan and Minnie, and they are always just going head or like head to head over things that are not even worth it. Yes, it's fast becoming annoying. Before I was seeing Minnie to be like the annoying one doing too much, but now I'm seeing Susan to be the one doing too much. Because like if you see my former episodes of this thing, I've always been like, oh, Minnie is doing too much. Minnie is doing too much. Now that she's not even doing too much, that she wants to calm down, Suzanne is not the one doing too much. So it's fast becoming annoying again. I think this episode actually did so well to actually make us see Minnie in a better light, and I think it's really involved around Minnie so much. So Minnie invited Sonal and Lisa to her house for gym session, and they had this chat after the session. And that family, the child was like, oh, she did notice, she was just shouting. I was like, oh my god, this child can be very, very loud. Like she know one kind of minds or kind of, children can be very honest. Yeah, so they, and I like the fact that Sonal told Minnie all that have been said, like, oh, we all think you're fake because you're an actress. And to me too, like I haven't watched the show. I feel like, oh my god, Minnie is just coming to this place to just act the script. And to an extent, I even got to a point where I felt like maybe it's the producers that had even given her that script to act, because it was, I don't know why someone would decide to just be doing all of that. But now this episode she's trying to tell us that she's just that person. That is who she is. She's not acting any script, as she actually took these people to see herself or to see her workspace and what it's like to be an actress. So it was a very wonderful one. So after this conversation, she now invited them that she should take them to the National Theatre where she's going to be performing, and you're going to see for who she is as an interesting thing about this episode was that we were introduced to a new cast, Dr. Catherine. So now, one thing now is that is Dr. Catherine one of the housewives, or she's just like a friend to the show? So for me, with the way like the people we've been seeing so far from like the what's the name, the interviews and the rest, it was just these five ladies, and even as the name Dr. Maria was like no part initially, but I feel like Dr. Catherine should have had that same luxury of having to be part of the ladies instead of just bringing her in. Probably she joined as a friend, and that was like the contrast she had with them. So that's why we've not been like seeing so much about her even before this show. I'm saying this because even for like Lagos, Real Housewives of Lagos, this cast Miriam Tima joined halfway the show, but she like we all knew like this person is part of the show. But for this one now, we never knew about her until this episode. So Dr. Catherine, I feel like Dr. Catherine is just like a replacement of Dr. Maria, like the doctor thing, and it's of them being baddie, like not having hair. So it was very wonderful that she's part of the show, and it's really now we get to find out that she's a doctor. She is a mother of one since she's new to the group now. So she talked about herself that she's a doctor, a veterinary surgeon. She has a child and she's married to this white man. So I think she's into entertainment and fashion, and she has been doing so well. And she also run this what's the name, this wine company. So it's very wonderful to see that someone else is coming to the group, and probably there'll be a new dynamic to the group. So they all met at what's the name, Minne's event. Minne actually did. She went all out for her event, and I was at the point I was feeling like while all at the end when I saw it was just the cast of the show that was there, I was like, why do you have to do all of this just for four people? I feel though I think that's like the appropriate place to have such event, but I feel like she should have invited her friends or her colleague in the acting scene. Yeah, I think that show would have been way better. But it's just for her to actually tell these people that she's more than just an actress, and her fashion and clothes was so wonderful. So the event was themed alter ego, and the cast actually did well to actually come with this their outfits was a very wonderful one. So that was everything. I like the fact that Mina was able to tell these people that I'm not fake on the long run. Tell me safe that I've always projected her as fake or seen her as fake. But okay, she's saying she's not fake, or maybe she's not acting all of this. Or it is cool to say Mina is dramatic. Then if she's not being fake, if that's her personality, okay, if she has this personality, that means she's a dramatic person. But now like I feel like it is understandable, and I feel Susan is not the one who's doing too much. So I think that's all I have to say about the Real Housewives of Nairobi, episode 5. Yes, so I'm looking forward to episode 6 and more drama and the rest.